See what elo we're playing at. Let's go. Hold on. What is this matchmaking?
Holy shit.
That Eve is 10 and 0, 100% win rate. This is disgusting. Like this matchmaking ever. It's so fucked.
In this game against Geronimo and Trick2G, I opted to do a full clear. I obviously got down a ward to cover my bases to make sure I didn't get invaded, and I backed for an oracles to make sure my first couple of ganks can be successful before I have my invisibility at level 6. For whatever reason, they both thought that I started with my top lane.
Alright, Eve started red.
Damn, she really wants the fucking level 3 bot side.
I think that was part of the way I kited my blue buff. It kind of helped my bot lane get to lane faster. And I think Teemo was a little bit later getting to lane, so they got confused, which actually set us up for a really nice play. If you are going to full clear versus 𝐒𝐿𝐿 and 𝐒𝐻𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋, make sure you farm your red buff in your bush or your secondary buff that you take, just in case they show up, you can give it and not die. Fighting Lee Sin on Scuttle 1v1 as Evelynn is tough, plus they have mid prio, so I was mainly looking to gank the 𝐒𝐿𝐿 here. Lee Sin showed up and I'm gonna level up on him. Even if he has a little bit more HP, I should be fine. I get my charm down first because my Q's on cooldown. I proc it with an auto attack into a 𝐒𝐿 and start kiting back to my turret to try to stop him from using his Q2 on me. If he launches into me here, I have my cursor hovered behind me there so I could flash away. Plus, he would take a turret shot anyways, just giving myself more options. I hit him with another auto attack into Q as it comes up. And as you can see, Evelynn actually has quite a bit of damage if she plays her fights correctly in 1 versus 1. She can give a lot of champions a handful. This, in my opinion, was the most important play of the game. Right now, my bot lane has been solo killed and my mid lane is about to be solo killed as well. So me securing this kill is going to guarantee me a scuttle and help me snowball.
What? Yo, are we getting soloed by this Eve? It's a little ridiculous. Oh, the Eve outplayed the Lee?
That's GG.
No, I got you at the carry this game. I got you. Just hold on top and I'll run a back bot. Okay, mid dying.
Yeah, Lee's getting hard gap.
The enemy bot has some substantial prio, so I have no intention in going for a double scuttle. If my bot lane had prio, then I would definitely go for the second one because I still think I can solo Lee since I still have red buff and blue buff with a level advantage. But like I said, we're just going to go for the single scuttle crab and try to farm up till 6 until we see a free gank. So we go in for the linear full clear starting at our Gromp again, into Wolves, into Raptors. This is one of the safest ways to play on any power farming jungler like Evelynn, Kayn, Karthus. You only go in for ganks when you know it's going to be a kill. Otherwise, you play towards your power spike, which is generally level 6. I saw 𝐒𝐿𝐿 was looking very low top side. I was going to go in for a dive on him. Lee Sin got in the way, and then me bot lane is doing a heavy roam, so this would be a very bad time. I'm on nearly level 6, as you can see here. So I wait and soak minion XP over the wall, get level 6 off of 2 minions, and now I can corner the Orianna. I want to try to get behind her so I can set up a full charm proc. I walk into her, press W, and I'm going to try to walk with her. I smite a minion to get it out of the way, and I'll also smite the minion. And now I just walk her down. I don't use R. I don't feel like I need to. She recently killed my mid laner, so I felt like she probably wouldn't have her flash. So there's no reason to blow my R. I can use that to get another kill. And then I just walk with her and get the kill. I have to say, Trick2G and Geronimo actually seem pretty nice. Like, the only person who they're really flaming is the Lee Sin, which is kind of lame. But whenever I kill anyone else, they don't really seem to have anything else to say. So I guess that's just a jungler thing, though. Generally, whenever junglers die or don't perform really well, they catch more flame than the normal League of Legends player. And to be fair, Geronimo and Trick2G aren't even really typing it to him. They're just saying it out loud to their stream, so I guess they're not even really flaming him. Orianna shoves up to try to get some turret plates. I get all the way behind her, W into Q proc. I don't actually get off my R. That's fine though. We still get the kill. The enemies are out of position. My R's up. I was a little surprised we didn't go in for more of a chase. Tristana is by herself bot lane, so right now we have a Herald play, a Dragon play, or a potential kill on Trist to grab. I personally lean more towards into Heralds, but if my team's going to back me up on Dragon, and if I don't have any backup on a Herald, then I'm going to take the safer play and go for a Dragon. Orianna is playing pretty aggressive, and she doesn't have flashes and ults generally, so I just keep repeat ganking her, trying to get Dark Seal stacks. She has a perfect ultimate timing. It goes off right as my charm's hitting her, so I couldn't really follow up on that. I could have potentially flashed her R. There's just not a huge incentive since she's behind. She's low, running away. Her bot lane has heavy prio. She's kind of faster than me, so I don't really bother chasing. I have camps I can take and then just kill her anyways, or means I can get some plates. Like I said, our bot lane is struggling pretty hard here. They were dying even before they were getting ganked. And honestly, Zed was too, so This game's mainly just about if I die or not. If I blow my shutdown gold, we'll just legit lose. Our comp isn't that great. People are missing, so I'm in a hurry to get this kill. So I just flash the wall, get the charm proc into Q, R out, and I go over the wall. It's pretty easy to go over walls with Evelynn R. It's a lot like a flash, to where if the majority of your hitbox is over 51% or more of the wall, it'll put you on the other side. And I knew the enemies were rotating. I could see 𝐒𝐿𝐿, so I kited the blue buff out really hard there and then smited it. So we just got out. Basically, we drew a bunch of aggro. I think multiple of them were probably rotating to that since they saw me go over there. So you even see Triss mid right now. Leona was probably over there, and 𝐒𝐿𝐿 was probably on his way. So taking up a lot of space.
Sheesh.
A lot of times when I'm ahead, I'll opt into rushing an early Rabadon. In this game, I feel like it's a little dangerous because our comp isn't great and the enemies actually aren't really behind. It's just mainly that I'm ahead. So I want to be a little bit more mobile with my rocket belt. This was probably the second most important play of the game. We get to wrap up their bot lane, blow a lot of value out of them, and get some gold. Thresh had a nice little setup here where he went in, Lantern. I go in on the Leona, drop charm on the Tristana, to where that really pressured her to leave the fight. If she wanted to stay to get a kill, she was going to die for it 100%. So that blew a lot out of Tristana. My bot lane's going to get some turret plates out of it, and now I can follow up, use my R mid lane. I really wanted to get the Orianna, and then I was thinking about cleaning up the Lee Sin here, so I held on to the wall really tight to get a good angle, and then randomly Triss kind of walked into me, so we saw each other at the same time. She got blown up, and then I get the charm down on Lee Sin. I try to body block him, get down my 𝐒𝐿. Orianna doesn't want to get close to him to try to save him because she knows I'm going to get the double, and then we pick up a nice juicy double kill.
Oh my god. That angle was so weird. Maybe we can kill the Thresh. Oh no. Maybe we can kill the Thresh.
This game's over.
I think we can win.
I don't think you understand. That's a juiced out Eve.
My mid laner got picked and the enemies are kind of low, so I buffered my R and killed their Leona instantly. She doesn't really have time to stun me because if you spam R while you're mid E, it'll pretty much come out frame for frame. So the odds of her stopping me, they're basically impossible. Plus I used the AoE from my E to hit her indirectly, so she wasn't actually really within melee range to hit me there. But yeah, the enemies were playing up. They were feeling like they had to make a big play, so they just kind of overgrouped when they were low on HP, which got 3 of them killed, and now we get drag. And that happens a lot when a team's behind and they feel like they have to do something crazy. Oftentimes that play will just put them farther behind. Nice Lantern by the Thresh, he gets me in there. I rocket belt, blue smite Q. Orianna plays it pretty well. She had flash, so she lived, otherwise she was 100% dead, but still well played by her. Thresh gets the re-grab because she got greedy and went back in, so Leona follows it up. I try to kite out with my Q. I know Trista's probably nearby. Sure enough, she is. You can't really mess around when you don't know where people are in Evelynn. Worst case scenario, you get to kite from a distance with your Qs, which still do a lot of damage. I'm corner camping here along the wall. Tristana hit the corner just a way to see me, but we had a potential kill set up there. If you pay close attention, you'll see there's usually 1 to 2 people on our team who's constantly getting caught out, which puts us in a spot to where we don't really want to fight 4v5. The enemies have a really good comp, a lot of AoE CC and tankiness with the Orianna and Leona CC. So if we go in 4v5, we're just going to straight up lose, blow our shutdown, lose our stacks, to where we have to constantly be very careful with our positioning. The enemies are also kind of having me a little bit careful. They don't want to over engage with their front line because I can shred them pretty hard. So here they go ahead and back off and want to try to move towards Baron or something. So I just make the call. We go bot lane with Herald, which forces them to come and we get a free turret. The enemies are grouping on our Herald play, so I'm trying to find a pick using my oracles to give me some indirect vision. They lay a ward, so now they kind of know I'm over here because my oracles was hitting it. Lee Sin ends up walking around anyways, kind of walks into me, so I try to do a big chunk of his HP to maybe pick up a kill, or at the very least take him out of the fight. I probably should have just used my R to kill him altogether, but yeah, I was a little bit greedy, thought I could maybe kill him without it. He ends up R'ing me away because obviously he was going to die if I press R. Here I didn't have time to auto the plant, so I just R'd it. If I autoed it, I felt like if she hit me with a crit, I might die. It's whatever. I still have my flash, and my R is really not on that long of a cooldown. Plus, if they don't get my shutdown, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to win. I'm sitting on 8,000 shutdown, and then after that, it's probably an extra 300 bonus shutdown, so like a 600. So if they kill me now, they'll get 1,000. My next kill they get on me, it'll be around 600 gold. This is why on champions like Evelynn, Rengar, 𝐒𝐿𝐿, it's really important not to die. Evelynn even more so because of her Dark Seal and Magi stacks, because if you die, you're going to lose all your shutdown and you're not even ahead anymore. And assassins don't necessarily scale. There's only a couple who kind of do. 𝐒𝐿𝐿 just because she's super, super balanced. and Katarina kind of, but even then they're still not the best scaling champs in the game. Even though Teemo's not that great in the current meta, I think he's actually pretty good against their team. His blind dart stops the Leona Q stun, and it's also really good against the Tristana, the Lee Sin, and the 𝐒𝐒𝐿. The only person on their team who can actually really do anything against the Teemo is the Orianna, so it's a good thing she is behind.
I'm just dead. Oh, I backed in a weird spot. God damn it.
It's really important to get an enemy inhibitor before it's time for things like Dragon Soul. You generally want to avoid true 5v5s on Evelynn, so if you have some way of splitting the enemies up to where it's never a true 5v5, that's what you want to do. And we've gotten their mid inhibitor. Really great timing that allows us to set up a Baron, and now the enemies are relatively split up. I say that we shouldn't really go for the dragon fight, and we don't. I still don't think we really win 5v5s in a lot of ways. If Orianna and Leona hit 2 big Rs, we just lose. So we actually give dragon and we get top inhibitor, which is really, really good. After top inhib, their Orianna is a little out of position, and right now we're just looking for their weak flanks. We pick up the kill on Ori. I think Zed kills 𝐒𝐿𝐿, which allows us to shove in for the 3rd inhib. Me and my team got a little overzealous. We didn't have to force the end here. It just felt like we could kind of, but as Orianna and 𝐒𝐿𝐿 spawned, it made things hard. I went in for the Leona thinking I might be able to kill her, a bit of a limit test. Plus I want to get her out of the way so she can't just block us off. We don't have a tank on our team. I guess Thresh kind of counts, but I figured I might as well take her out of the fight. There's no one else I could really go on. We get the pick on 𝐒𝐿𝐿. We start pushing in. Tristana's still full HP, and so is Orianna. She's a huge issue. I try to push Tristana off of us and the minions with my charm temporarily because I have no one else to go on. My charm is on cooldown. She can't jump in since I'm so big, and this is allowing us to get some of the turrets. We get one of the turrets. Trish jumps in and absolutely shreds the Thresh. I'm trying to get my AoE down, and that Tristana is still just shredding. She gets on top of me. She's even tanking minions, and then proceeds to have a pretty epic battle with, though I don't know if Trick was too pleased.
You about to die to us, so just let the minions in the game, man. We can't win.
After respawning, our team went in for round 2. We already got 2 picks in their base. I flashed on the Tristana and proc my electrocute with my R, which finished her off, and then we wrapped this game up. Overall, it was really fun. I'm pretty satisfied with the way I played, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to take your gameplay to the next level, I do offer coaching, so check out the document down in the pinned comment description below. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.
That was a waste of goddamn time. We wasted like fucking 13 minutes.